gas station every single day this week, no joke. That boosted V8 life on E85, man. And the funny thing is, I know for a fact I'm gonna have to be here again tomorrow, if not for sure the day after that. But welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. If you guys are enjoying the content on the channel, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. Now, it's been a minute. Hot minute since I've just done a POV drive in this car. I've made a bunch of those vids in the 350, but everything about this car is either me racing the car, me repairing the car, or me talking about repairing the car. But never just like an actual POV drive. Know that EcoBoost was gonna do that. That dude tripping. Look at him. That dude is hauling ass, bruh. But I do have some updates in this video as well. More updates for you guys. Not just car stuff, but I guess personal stuff as well. That EcoBoost is moving in that thing. But before I get into that, I know a lot of you guys have been asking, you know, when I'm gonna go ahead and increase the red line on this car from 5,500 to like 6,500, 7K. When am I gonna go ahead and replace the fuel system? I'm gonna replace the fuel system before I do go ahead and pull the trigger. But if I can salvage the gas tank, I will be going with an Aeromotive, most likely the A1000. I'm not going to need the Eliminator. Aeromotive A1000, it says it's rated for 800 flywheel horsepower, so that's going to be plenty for me. Previously, if you guys are not up to speed and this is one of your first videos watching on the channel, let me go ahead and roll up my windows a little bit because that wind noise and the blower noise and everything is gonna get probably a little bit too much. But this car, I'll be happy with, you know, 700 wheel horsepower. I don't need 8, 9, 1,000 horsepower in this car. I don't need to push that type of numbers in this platform. I will be happy with a, honestly, shit, I'd be happy with a high 600, low 700 wheel horsepower New Edge Mustang. That's perfect for this car and what I intend to do with this car. Like I said, I don't need a lot of horsepower in this. I got the S550 for that. But I believe the Aeromotive A1000 is going to be perfect if I decide for a reason to go to the eliminator pump, which I know can be kind of sketchy on the street. Those are kind of like race only pumps. But we'll see. Plan is to go with an Aeromotive A1000 on this car and make, you know, high 600s, low 700 wheels, 750 maximum, because realistically I don't really need anything more than that. I'm already more than satisfied with the car, the setup that it is right now, and this thing makes high 500 wheel horsepower. It made 590 at 6K, which is still way under where it's supposed to be at, but it was starting to go lean. So I'm only shifting at 5,500. It makes like not 650, I wish it did. It makes 563. That was made on a 100 plus degree day, so realistically it probably makes like 570, and this car has completely exceeded my expectations. You guys have seen on the channel this thing, because of the torque. Holy fuck. As I was saying before, that truck just completely sketched me out. Because of the torque and the weight, because we do have the suspension and the K-member, this thing is moving out, and it's outrunning 650 wheel horsepower cars with mid 500 to the tires and torque, which is amazing in my personal opinion. It really makes me think what that white car would have done if I did not go ahead and sell that car, and if that motor was not compromised. I think that car would have been ridiculous. It would have been a little bit heavier than this, I think, but at the same time, it would have been ridiculous. Part of the truck motor that's in this car that's also kind of playing a part as well, because it's 5.4, it makes a hell of a lot of torque, and it gets out, it moves. But I'm planning on going ahead and throwing in, like I said, the Aeromotive A1000 system, or a 4. I believe I can get away with just a dual pump system. I was gonna go triple pump, but it's just it's not necessary. That'd be throwing money away. We're gonna go with that 4 dual pump system. The 465s with them 1050Xs. So I have plenty of fuel to make what I want. I tried to put my car in reverse. Holy fuck, thank God there's a lockout. Excuse that. I literally tried to put this, that kind of tells you, bro, like both of those cars kind of got me twisted a little bit, man. Like this car, I'm like, I got a 6th gear, duh. Oh my goodness, that's the first time I've ever done that in this car, man. Thank God there's a reverse lockout. Who says these cars are outdated? They even got that security feature in here. But the reason I'm going ahead and kind of waiting to the end of next month to do all this is because I'm actually moving. Now, I'm gonna still be in the Houston area. Actually, I'm technically gonna be even closer to Houston, I believe. Again, I'm still kind of new to Texas, the Houston area, so like 30 minutes to me, you know, isn't really a long time. 30 minutes to some people is like, you know, they gotta plan their whole day out to drive 30 minutes out, especially if it's in the Houston area. But I am going to be moving. My current lease at my place right now is up on October 14th, but what the hell is going on, bro? See, this is the shit I be talking about, man. We got eco boosts, you know, trying to race me. We got guys like this doing whatever the hell they're doing with no hazard lights. We got trucks that are fucking going side to side. You know, that's Texas for you right there, man. Just people on the road just are tweaking. I had to get off that road because there's too much foolery going on over there, man. I'm just, that's too much, for real. But as I was saying, I'm moving. My current lease at the place that I'm at right now is up on the 14th of October. And with me being busy the first 2 weeks of October, I am actually going to be starting to move, if everything goes right, next week. So if you start seeing a change of scenery, my garage starts looking cleaner than normal, that's because I've started to go ahead and move stuff out into my new place. Now, I'm not going to say where I'm moving to because, you know, for my own security, I know people recognize this car, people recognize the 350. For my own privacy and security, I'm not going to say where I'm moving to. All I'm going to say is, yes, I'm staying in Texas. Yes, I'm still going to be in the Houston area, but I'm not going to be in the area that I was at originally. Not going far, just in a different area. That's all I'm going to say. So, still going to be going to the meets, still going to be hanging out. You're still going to see me on the road, stuff like that. But obviously, I'm not going to be where, you know, I was these past couple of years. So, yeah. But that's kind of why that I'm waiting till the end of next month, because obviously, you know, I'm not dealing with, you know, work-related stuff outside of cars. I'm not going to be dealing with going ahead and having cars in and out of shops and going ahead and figuring out, you know, what I need to take with me, what I can throw away, and preparing to move all at the same time. Yes, could it be done all at the same time? Absolutely, but at the same time, there's literally no point. I'm not in a rush. I don't need to go ahead and do all this stuff at the same time, so I'm not going to do all this stuff at the same time. It will get done realistically in a timely manner. It's just not going to get done like that. Now, I do need to go ahead and replace the fuel system sooner than later, so don't think I'm just procrastinating that. Over these past couple of days, I actually have noticed that the lines on the car right now, they're essentially kind of like sweating, if that makes any sense, where I can kind of see, well, I can literally see the fuel kind of like seeping and kind of dripping right where the sump tank is at. And there's also kind of a line that's kind of under the car near the dumps that's starting to leak now as well. So this fuel system needs to be pretty much taken care of sooner rather than later. I'd say honestly, before a complete failure, you know, knock on plastic, this thing probably has like 60 days, which obviously it's going to be replaced before then. But that's something that I need to go ahead and do sooner rather than later. Hopefully the area I'm moving to is like that as well, because this area, it's not bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and change some things up, get a little bit more space, if you know what I mean, and have a different vibe. So yeah, that's the information I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys in this video, just to keep you guys up to date. So if you guys are wondering, you know, why is the car still shifting at 5,500, you know, this, that, and whatnot, that's why. Now, like I said previously, this car, like, I can notice like the lines are starting to kind of go bad. It leaks, like it has like a drip when the car like, I'd say maybe a couple hours and then off for startup. So that kind of is a tall tale sign that the fuel system needs to be replaced. Honestly, I think the lines on the car right now, I don't necessarily think they're rated for E85, or maybe, you know, they were, but, you know, obviously a lot of the parts on this car are old because it was built, you know, a decent bit ago, at least as far as some of the stuff that I've been seeing. Maybe there were massive improvements over the years, so we're gonna go ahead and get all this kind of ironed out so the car can actually run how it's supposed to run. There goes my coolant light. That means I need to go ahead and pull over and top this thing off. We got a coolant leak going on, we got a fuel leak going on. Oh my god, we probably got a transmission fluid leak going on. Like, a lot of shit's leaking on this car. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of shit is leaking on this car. It's kind of crazy to think about it, because like, I feel like if this was anybody else's car, they would have sold it already. 100%. Probably they would have sold it within the first couple of days of picking it up, and it pretty much not being able to be driven 2 hours after, you know, buying it. But, you know, it so far, you know, it's been worth it. You know, at least the car's fast. That's all I gotta say, man. Or I should say it's quick. At least the car is quick for a 2-valve. But yeah, that's like the car as it sits right now. Just need to go ahead and just replace and upgrade. If it already has a nice part on it, replace it. If it needs to be, you know, upgraded, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the fuel system. This kind of has like a ghetto rig, like cranking style fuel system. It has a Holley pump. It has some, you know, unknown lines. It has a 4 regulator and shit like that. It's got whatever fuel rails are on it right now. It's kind of like a mix and match setup. And I think that's kind of why I ran into that issue when I got the car dyno tuned and it was running out of fuel up top. It's probably because like a lot of this shit was just put together, and I don't really think all of it was rated for the same horsepower capacity as maybe a different component in the fuel system. So that's kind of why I'm just gonna replace the whole thing so everything's the same. I don't want to have a different regulator, you know, a different pump. I want everything to be the same, so I know exactly, you know, what I'm working with. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it, y'all. We're just gonna keep full sending the car. Hopefully the transmission lasts when I do go ahead and turn up the boost. I'm not really turn up the boost, turn up the power. I'm gonna leave the boost the same. I'm just gonna leave it on the 3 pulley, the 3.0 pulley. I'm gonna leave the car on the 15% overdrive. I'm gonna leave the impeller the same as of right now and just see what it makes. With the increased RPM, 1,000 additional RPM, I'm expecting the car to make realistically low 600 wheel, something like that. If it makes 601, I'll be happy. If it makes 600, I'll be happy. Hell, if it makes like 599, I really wouldn't give a shit, in all honesty. I just want to make sure the car is running, you know, how it's run, and obviously being able to shift it at 6,500 is going to give me the mile per hour back. So this car will 100% be able to do what I need it to do. So yeah, just gonna, you know, hang in there. Just a matter of time before this thing is really out there hurting feelings. This thing already is hurting feelings with a 5,500 RPM red limit, which is kind of ridiculous, but so far so good. I'll keep you guys updated